In every corner of existence, there lies a veil, a boundary separating what we see from what remains hidden. Beyond this veil exists a realm untouched by human eyes, inhabited by beings whose very essence defies our understanding. They are neither angels nor mortals. They are the Jinn and demons, entities forged from smokeless fire, whispered about in sacred texts and feared in folklore. Today, we embark on a journey unlike any other, an intimate encounter with one of these enigmatic beings. Guided by wisdom from the Quran and the Bible, as well as insights from modern science, we will peel back the layers of mystery surrounding their world. What truths lie beneath centuries of myth and scripture? Are they allies, adversaries, or something far more complex? Our guide is no ordinary storyteller. Egyptian journalist Muhammad Isa Dud once dared to step into this unseen domain, conducting an unprecedented interview with a Muslim jinn named Ibn Kanjur. His account, documented in Here Sahafi, dialogue with a Muslim jinn, has intrigued scholars and seekers alike. Yet, even within its pages, questions linger. Can we trust the words of a being whose nature transcends ours? Or does the truth lie somewhere between faith, reason, and imagination? As we delve into this dialogue, remember, the purpose is not merely to entertain but to explore, to challenge our perceptions and deepen our understanding of the unseen forces shaping our reality. Let us begin. To understand the enigmatic beings known as Jinn and demons, we must first confront the boundaries of human perception. What lies beyond the veil? Is it merely superstition, or is there substance to these unseen realms? To answer this question, let us delve into their origins, guided not only by Islamic teachings, but also by echoes found in the Bible and modern science. In Islam, the Quran explicitly states that jinn were created from smokeless fire, distinct from humans crafted from clay. But what does Christianity reveal about such entities? In the book of Genesis, God declares his dominion over all creation, both visible and invisible. Similarly, the New Testament speaks of fallen angels who rebelled against divine authority, becoming demons bound to torment humanity. These accounts align remarkably well with Islamic descriptions of Iblis, a proud, arrogant being cast out of heaven for refusing to bow before Adam. But how do these narratives translate into tangible reality? Could they be metaphors for dimensions beyond our comprehension? Modern physics offers intriguing possibilities. String theory suggests the existence of multiple dimensions coexisting alongside ours. While we inhabit three-dimensional space, higher dimensional beings could interact with our world without being fully perceived. Much like the behavior attributed to Jinn. Take electromagnetic fields, for instance. Every object emits unique energy signatures based solely on its composition. Statues, photos, and even certain materials emit vibrations detectable at frequencies imperceptible to human senses. Yet, as Ibn Kanjur revealed during his interview, Jinn are drawn to these objects because they resonate with their own energetic essence. Scientifically speaking, if Jinn are indeed composed of fire or energy, then their attraction to specific EMF patterns makes perfect sense. It's almost poetic, a cosmic dance between matter and spirit. Muhammad Isa Dud interviewing Ibn Kanjur. Isa Dud: Ibn Kanjur, considering your extended lifespans, how does your kind perceive the passage of time relative to human experience? Ibn Kanjur: our perception of time differs vastly. For each fleeting moment you experience, we inhabit countless others. Imagine a slow-motion cascade of water into a basin. Now envision a single droplet suspended mid-air, its very molecules vibrating endlessly. This sensation of elongated moments where Your seconds stretch into our eternities is closer to our reality. Isadud. That's a profound difference. Despite this longevity, you've mentioned that mortality still exists for the Jinn, with some living for millennia. How does this reality of eventual death shape your society and values? Ibn Kanjur. Mortality, though experienced on a different scale, creates a similar bond among us as it does for humans. We hold life with a deep reverence, knowing its finite nature. Our elders become invaluable repositories of wisdom accumulated over centuries, preserving knowledge that dwarfs any human archive. However, even smokeless fire diminishes with age, and the passage of time brings a weakening of our essence. This shared experience of eventual cessation, albeit across vastly different temporal scales, highlights a universal truth. The ephemeral nature of existence imbues it with preciousness. This understanding of finitude, regardless of its duration, serves as a poignant reminder of the value inherent in being. Interestingly, a parallel emphasis on humility before the Creator resonates within both the Quran and the Bible. Surah al-Jinn recounts the fate of rebellious Jinn who attempted to eavesdrop on divine decrees and were met with celestial fire. Similarly, Jude 1:6 speaks of angels who abandoned their ordained place and are now held in eternal chains awaiting judgment. These scriptural accounts converge on the consequence of hubris, a timeless lesson for all sentient beings, regardless of their origin or lifespan. The narrative of Iblis provides the quintessential example. Once a noble being, his refusal to submit to divine will by bowing before Adam, fueled by arrogance, led to his expulsion. This serves as a powerful allegory. Intellect and power, untempered by submission to a higher purpose, ultimately lead to downfall. This individual act of pride, however, raises a crucial question. Can such a force of opposition manifest not just individually, but as a pervasive, collective influence? This brings us to the realm of Satan, a presence so encompassing that it transcends individual entities, becoming interwoven with the very fabric of human history. The question then arises, how does Satan exert his influence in our contemporary world? Does he operate through overt displays, or does he work with subtle precision, manipulating thoughts and emotions from the unseen shadows? We now turn our attention to unraveling the intricate strategies of this formidable adversary and exploring how faith, reason, and unwavering vigilance can serve as our ultimate defense. In the narrative of existence, where light strives for dominance, a persistent shadow seeks to obscure truth and misguide souls. For humanity, this adversarial force is often personified as Satan, the ultimate deceiver. But what is the true nature of this entity? Is he merely a symbolic figure within our myths, or does he exert a tangible influence on our thoughts and emotions? To explore this, we return to the unique perspective of Ibn Kanjur and further consider insights from both biblical texts and contemporary scientific understanding. Muhammad Isadud, interviewing Ibn Kanjur. Isadud. Ibn Kanjur, you mentioned witnessing Satan within his realm. Can you describe his appearance? Ibn Kanjur, with hesitation. His form, it defies any sphere description. It is as though the very fabric of reality struggles to contain him. One moment, he presents himself as strikingly handsome and charismatic, an alluring facade designed to beguile. Next, he morphs into something utterly grotesque, a monstrous being radiating pure malice. His eyes possess a burning, unnatural intensity, seeming to pierce directly into one's soul, leaving you feeling utterly exposed, vulnerable, as if he possesses intimate knowledge of your deepest fears and desires. Isadud. And how does this being operate within our world? How does he manipulate human beings without revealing his presence directly? Ibn Kanjur. Satan's influence doesn't necessitate a physical manifestation. His methods are subtle, preying upon the inherent weaknesses within human nature. Doubt, anger, lust, pride. He plants the initial seeds of corruption within the mind, patiently nurturing them until they blossom into destructive behaviors. Often, individuals mistake these implanted impulses for their thoughts and desires, remaining unaware of the true source of their inner turmoil. This description offered by Ibn Kanjur resonates with biblical portrayals of Satan. In the New Testament, Jesus identifies him as the father of lies, underscoring his mastery of deception. The warning in Ephesians 6:12 further emphasizes the unseen nature of this struggle. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world and the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. How might such subtle influence be exerted? Modern psychology offers intriguing parallels through the understanding of cognitive biases, emotional triggers, and subconscious fears. These inherent human vulnerabilities can be exploited to sway judgment and behavior. For instance, confirmation bias can lead individuals to embrace deceptive ideologies that align with their pre-existing beliefs. Similarly, fear-based conditioning can instill irrational anxieties, paralyzing individuals with doubt and hindering rational thought. The psychological tactic of gaslighting, where an individual manipulates another into questioning their sanity and perception of reality, bears a striking resemblance to the methods attributed to Satan. By distorting one's understanding of truth, he can sow confusion and erode trust in oneself and divine guidance. The Quran echoes this concept in Surah Al-Nisa 4:120. Satan promises them vain hopes and awakens in them false desires. This verse highlights the deceptive nature of Satan's promises, portraying them as empty illusions designed to divert humanity from righteousness. Similarly, the Genesis account of the serpent tempting Eve with the false promise of godlike knowledge underscores his cunning ability to exploit human ambition and curiosity. Neuroscience provides further insight into the mechanisms of influence. Studies indicate that stress and anxiety can impair the function of the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area crucial for rational decision-making. Under duress, individuals may become more susceptible to impulsive actions and impaired judgment. Could Satan's influence target these neurological vulnerabilities, amplifying negative emotions to cloud moral clarity and weaken our capacity for sound reasoning? Furthermore, the realm of quantum physics introduces the speculative possibility of higher dimensional interactions. If Jinn, and by extension malevolent entities like Satan, exist in dimensions beyond our immediate perception, their influence might manifest through subtle energetic disruptions within our reality. Imagine imperceptible waves interfering with the electromagnetic fields surrounding living organisms. While highly theoretical, this aligns with historical accounts and experiences attributed to demonic oppression. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Satan's strategies is his remarkable adaptability. From ancient times to the contemporary digital age, his methods have evolved alongside humanity, discovering new pathways to ensnare us. The algorithms that power social media platforms, for example, often thrive on amplifying outrage and division, creating echo chambers that mirror Satan's divisive tactics. Are we, in our engagement with these platforms, inadvertently contributing to his agenda through toxic online behaviors? Continue with us as we delve deeper into the tools and techniques employed by Satan to corrupt individuals and societies, and as we explore how faith, reason, and unwavering vigilance can serve as our ultimate defense against these unseen influences. The very name of Satan resonates with profound fear, yet also a morbid fascination. But beyond the epithets, what is the true essence of this being? What form does he possess in his realm, and how does he exert his influence within our world? To gain deeper insight, we again turn to the unique testimony of Ibn Kanjur, enriching our understanding with parallels found in the Bible, the Hadith, traditions of the Prophet Muhammad, and the field of modern psychology. Muhammad Isa Dud, interviewing Ibn Kanjur. Isa Dud: Ibn Kanjur, you spoke of witnessing Satan in his domain. Could you elaborate on his appearance? Ibn Kanjur, with a palpable sense of unease. His visage defies any austere description. It is as if the very laws of existence struggle to contain his form. In one instant, he might appear as a figure of striking beauty and irresistible charisma, a carefully crafted illusion to ensnare the unwary. Then, in the blink of an eye, he can transform into something utterly repulsive, a monstrous entity, radiating pure malevolence. His eyes, they burn with an unnatural, piercing fire that seems to dissect your very soul, leaving you utterly vulnerable, as though he holds complete knowledge of your deepest vulnerabilities. Isa Dud. And how does this entity operate within our tangible world? How does he manipulate human beings without the need for physical manifestation? Ibn Kanjur. Satan's power lies not in physical presence, but in the insidious manipulation of the human psyche. He exploits the inherent weaknesses within us: doubt, anger, lust, and pride. He plants the initial seeds of corruption within the subconscious, patiently nurturing them until they manifest as destructive thoughts and actions. Often, humans mistake these implanted impulses for their authentic feelings, remaining tragically unaware of the true origin of their inner conflict. This description from Ibn Kanjur finds significant resonance within the teachings of the New Testament. Jesus Christ himself referred to Satan as the father of lies, John 8:44, emphasizing his fundamental nature as a master of deception. The Apostle Paul's warning in Ephesians 6:12 further illuminates the unseen nature of this battle. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Modern psychology offers compelling parallels to these ancient descriptions. Concepts such as cognitive biases, systematic errors in thinking, emotional triggers, stimuli that elicit strong emotional responses, and subconscious fears, deep-seated anxieties operating outside conscious awareness, highlight the inherent vulnerabilities within the human mind that could be exploited. For instance, confirmation bias predisposes individuals to accept information that confirms their existing beliefs, making them susceptible to deceptive ideologies. Similarly, fear-based conditioning can instill irrational anxieties, leading to paralysis by doubt and despair. The manipulative tactic of gaslighting, where an abuser distorts reality to make their victim doubt their sanity, offers a striking analogy to Satan's methods. By systematically undermining an individual's perception of truth, he can sow confusion, erode self-trust, and ultimately weaken their connection to divine guidance. The Quranic verse in Surah Al-Nisa 4:120 further reinforces this understanding. He, Satan, makes promises to them and arouses in them vain desires. This highlights the deceptive nature of Satan's allure, portraying his promises as empty illusions designed to lead humanity astray from righteousness. Similarly, the Genesis account of Satan's temptation of Eve, disguised as a serpent offering false promises of enlightenment, underscores his cunning ability to exploit human ambition and curiosity. Neuroscience adds another layer to this understanding. Research indicates that heightened states of stress and anxiety can impair the functioning of the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for rational thought and decision-making. Under such duress, individuals become more susceptible to impulsive behavior and poor judgment. Could it be that Satan strategically targets these neurological vulnerabilities, amplifying negative emotions to cloud moral clarity and weaken our capacity for reasoned choices? Furthermore, the speculative realm of quantum physics introduces the intriguing possibility of interactions occurring across dimensions beyond our immediate perception. If Jinn and potentially malevolent entities like Satan exist within these higher dimensions, their influence in our world might manifest through subtle energetic disturbances, perhaps interfering with the electromagnetic fields that surround living organisms. While remaining within the realm of speculation, this concept offers a potential scientific lens through which to consider historical and contemporary accounts of demonic influence. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Satan's strategy is his remarkable adaptability throughout history. From ancient times to the hyper-connected digital age, his methods have continually evolved, discovering new avenues to ensnare human minds. The very algorithms that power social media platforms, often prioritizing engagement through outrage and division, can inadvertently create digital echo chambers that mirror Satan's age-old tactics of sowing discord. Are we, in our daily online interactions, unknowingly contributing to his agenda through the amplification of negativity and the erosion of reasoned discourse? Continue with us as we delve deeper into the specific tools and techniques employed by Satan to corrupt individuals and societies, and as we explore the crucial role of faith, reason, and unwavering vigilance in serving as our ultimate defense against these unseen influences. Returning to our central inquiry, what is the true nature of Satan, both in his realm and in his interaction with ours? To further illuminate this, we focus on the direct account from Ibn Kanjur, drawing crucial parallels with biblical narratives, Islamic traditions, hadith, and insights from modern psychology. Muhammad Isa Dud interviewing Ibn Kanjur. Isa Dud: Ibn Kanjur, you spoke of witnessing Satan within his domain. Could you describe his appearance in more detail? Ibn Kanjur, a tremor in his voice. His form, it is chaos given shape. It writhes and shifts as though the very laws of existence struggle to contain his malevolent essence. One moment, he projects an image of captivating allure, a mask of handsome charisma designed to ensnare the vulnerable. Next, this facade shatters, revealing a being of utter grotesquerie, a monstrous form radiating pure, unadulterated malice. His eyes, they are like twin embers of unnatural fire, burning with an intelligence that seems to dissect your very soul, leaving you feeling utterly exposed, as if he possesses intimate knowledge of your deepest fears and desires. Isa Dud: and how does this entity exert its influence within our tangible world? How does he manipulate human beings without the need for physical manifestation? Ibn Kanjur: his power lies in the subtle corruption of the mind. He preys upon the inherent weaknesses within human nature, the seeds of doubt, the heat of anger, the pull of lust, the arrogance of pride. He plants these insidious suggestions within the subconscious, nurturing them until they blossom into destructive thoughts and actions. Tragically, humans often mistake these implanted impulses for their authentic desires, remaining blind to the true source of their inner turmoil. This description offered by Ibn Kanjur echoes the biblical portrayal of Satan as a master of deception. Jesus Christ identified him as the father of lies, John 8:44, highlighting his fundamental nature as one who distorts truth. The Apostle Paul's warning in Ephesians 6:12 further emphasizes the unseen nature of this conflict. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Modern psychology provides intriguing parallels to these ancient accounts. Concepts such as cognitive biases, systematic patterns of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment, emotional triggers, stimuli that elicit strong emotional responses, and subconscious fears, deep-seated anxieties operating outside conscious awareness, underscore the inherent vulnerabilities within the human psyche that could be exploited. For instance, confirmation bias can lead individuals to selectively seek and interpret information that confirms their existing beliefs, making them susceptible to deceptive ideologies. Similarly, fear-based conditioning can instill irrational anxieties, leading to paralysis by doubt and hindering rational thought. The manipulative tactic of gaslighting, where reality is distorted to make a victim doubt their sanity, bears a striking resemblance to the insidious methods attributed to Satan. The Quranic verse in Surah Al-Nisa 4:120 further reinforces this understanding. He, Satan, makes promises to them and arouses in them vain desires. But Satan does not promise them except delusion. This highlights the deceptive allure of Satan's promises, portraying them as empty illusions designed to lead humanity astray from righteousness. Similarly, the Genesis account of Satan's temptation of Eve, disguised as a serpent offering false promises of enlightenment and equality with God, underscores his cunning ability to exploit human ambition and curiosity. Neuroscience offers another lens through which to consider this influence. Research indicates that heightened states of stress and anxiety can impair the functioning of the prefrontal cortex, the brain region crucial for rational thought and decision-making. Under such duress, individuals become more susceptible to impulsive behavior and poor judgment. Could it be that Satan strategically targets these neurological vulnerabilities, amplifying negative emotions to cloud moral clarity and weaken our capacity for reasoned choices? Furthermore, the speculative realm of quantum physics introduces the intriguing possibility of interactions occurring across dimensions beyond our immediate perception. If Jinn and potentially malevolent entities like Satan exist within these higher dimensions, their influence in our world might manifest through subtle energetic disturbances, perhaps interfering with the electromagnetic fields that surround living organisms. While remaining within the realm of speculation, this concept offers a potential scientific framework for considering historical and contemporary accounts of perceived demonic influence. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Satan's strategy is his remarkable adaptability throughout history. From ancient times to the hyper-connected digital age, his methods have continually evolved, discovering new avenues to ensnare human minds. The very algorithms that power social media platforms, often prioritizing engagement through outrage and division, can inadvertently create digital echo chambers that mirror Satan's age-old tactics of sowing discord. Are we, in our daily online interactions, unknowingly contributing to his agenda through the amplification of negativity and the erosion of reasoned discourse? Continue with us as we delve deeper into the specific tools and techniques employed by Satan to corrupt individuals and societies, and as we explore the crucial role of faith, reason, and unwavering vigilance in serving as our ultimate defense against these unseen influences.